I've spent the better part of 2 years running my own realm, and let me tell you, it's hard to not only keep people, but to keep people active and keep people interested. People get into your realm thinking it's one thing, and they find out that it's something else. How about we have a place where people can tour the realm that they might want to be in without actually going through the process of joining and getting the realm owner's hopes up or the server owner's hopes up? That's what this series is going to be dedicated to. This series is going to be dedicated to realm owners promoting their realms, doing tours to see and try and get people who will love their realm. And if they don't love it, at least be in awe of the things that they have done as a community. Welcome to my new series. I hope you enjoy.
Hi,
Hello.
welcome. Were you able to download everything?
Yep, everything downloaded fine. I
Oh,
already
you got it.
see by looking at you, you've got a currency system on this realm.
It's a more simpler one than berries, but yeah, it's slightly different. Again, we try to appeal to all the playstyles and all the type of players, and
Right.
just give them the options of. It's not necessarily that everybody has to do it.
Right.
So so I don't limit the players. I let them, cut loose and do what they're good at, and I'll explain a little bit more further on.
All right.
So come over here, take one of these boxes. These are basically starter kits.
All right.
I think Barry got the idea from me. He was here a couple months ago, and he was the one that got it. If you look at the wall, this is basically the center of our realm. If you notice the odd shape of it, it has like a square
Yeah.
within the square. That's because that's the original PS3 map, the original large map.
Oh, so this is old.
Yeah, this is an old map. So this basically was converted from the PS3 days, and then ever since the realms came out, I've kept it on. Before, when it was on PS3, I kept it on 24/7. That's why we already had kind of a community going on back then.
Right.
And as soon as the realms came out, I mean, I just started adding people. Obviously, not everybody plays every single day or anything like that. Well, actually, we do have people that play every day, but I meant like not 24/7 every single hour of the day. That's what I
Yep.
mean.
Yep. I get what you're saying.
Over here, we have some NPCs that if you actually click on them, you can get a little bit of information out of them. So each NPC around the map will tell you a little bit of the area they're in,
All
right?
right. Okay.
If you look all around you, you'll see a bunch of flags, right?
Yeah.
On all the walls. These are members from each and every one of those countries that were kind enough to translate the world rules in their own native language.
Ah, very
So,
cool.
so, so these are not Google translated. Trust me. these are members from there. Um, unless you know another language, I do suggest you just read the ones in English. Just
Okay.
make it easier on yourself. The rules are very straightforward. No stealing, no breaking builds, always reply to admin, and respect all the members. So the third one is more in case of suspicion, right?
Right.
If you are in somebody's house or something, or you're breaking stuff, and I or me or an admin see you, and we're like, "What are you doing here?" and you start ignoring us or whatnot, then obviously, suspicious,
Right. Of course.
well, beyond suspicious, because at least me, I'm used to it. I know what's suspicious and what's not.
Yeah.
And the fourth one overall, again, they gotta remember we got people from different cultures, genders, ideologies, etc. So the one thing that one should sum up: no type of uh, discrimination, bigotry, or anything of the sorts, because all you guys should have in common is that you love playing Minecraft together, and that's it. They receive a nice and warm welcome, and then I proceed to tell him to talk to the NPC, which he's gonna ask you about your playstyle. Talk to them real quick. The gift box that he's mentioning is basically the one that I gave you,
Yep.
that red box. So here they would select their playstyle. Now keep in mind there's a whole lot of playstyles. The ones that he's mentioning are specific for survival. So if you're a survival player and you have a specific way of playing in a new realm, a new world, or anything, you would put down your box, and I would proceed to tell him to grab any item that does not affect your playstyle. And if there's any items that do affect it, just toss it out and keep the rest. There are some players that start without nothing, some just grab some maps, some tools, and go, and some just keep it all. Because again, none of that makes you immoral or anything like that. But it's a good way to catch up um, to a realm that is not new.
Right,
You
of
get what I'm
course.
saying?
Yeah, of course.
This also serves as an anti-griefing mechanism. So it doesn't really, for players that are a little bit more greedy in the beginning, um, there's no sense in stealing from other players. If
Right.
you want something, you can just grab it or you can just ask for it. But there's no need for you to steal or be greedy about anything because the players that will enjoy the grind, they'll enjoy the grind. They won't steal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, good point. Very good point and very good idea.
The only one that can spoil your fun in here is yourself. That's what I always tell them.
Right.
And some of them have a hard time fighting with themselves about it. But you know, if you don't have self-control, I mean, that's not really something I can.
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm not gonna force you to play the way that I want you to play. I give you the options and you choose for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't have self-control, then I mean, uh,
If you want to take the whole shulker, take the whole shulker. If you want to leave it all behind, leave it all behind. I get what you're saying.
so some of the stuff you downloaded. You downloaded a realistic, well, not realistic, a nice texture pack. It's a better vanilla texture pack, so it just makes everything pop more. As you can see, not fantasy wise, it just makes everything look better, no
Yeah.
matter what type of build style you might have. If it's a nature build, if it's a medieval, if it's a modern, it don't matter what type of build style you may have, it would make it all better. You downloaded realistic NPCs, realistic zombies, realistic villagers, realistic animals.
Okay.
As
All
you
right.
can see, it's nighttime and the server itself sent a message. So we do have one player sleep system. All you got to do is stand on the nearest bed. This was actually thanks to Barry. So I didn't want an add-on, you know, consuming space when we can actually have it with the command blocks.
Right.
So this helps out really nice. Talk over here with the NPC. She's gonna tell you about this area and why is it so important. These NPCs help me, so I don't have to talk so much.
All right. So is the water like your own resource or resource respawn?
Um, no, this is something I told. I'm actually the one that taught Barry as well. So the thing is, after the realms came out, well, it's the same thing with realms and servers. Whenever you're using the TPs, you have a slight chance of killing yourself
Yeah.
because the other side isn't like loaded completely. But you can avoid that by standing in water before you teleport. So that way
Okay.
your player kind of like hits the water and not hits the ground like 100 miles an hour,
Okay.
if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
makes
So
sense.
yeah, so this is for your own safety, basically, for the safety of the players, till they fix it, because I don't know why that's a thing.
Been going on
Um,
for a very long time.
this since the realms came out, I don't know
Yeah.
why that's being a thing. So if you look at your map, actually no. So basically from this area, you can fast travel to any of these locations. As you can see, you got the Mount Museum, the Egyptian Pyramid, the shopping districts, the Nether Portal, the End Portal, the Villager Trading Market, the World Bank, and some of the themed areas. You can also travel to the north, south, east, and west TP markers on the map. So those are those static green markers
Yep.
on your map. You can travel to those locations and back here. You also got the mini games, which are on the side of the pillar, right?
Okay.
Got it? All right. Next to the TP area, we also have the public farms. If at any point you need some starting crops or if you have any use for any of the farms that we have available, you come here and use them as you see fit. For example, on the long run, we have a concrete maker. So if you buy concrete powder, or if you have concrete powder of your own, you can just place it here and it'll turn it into concrete. And all you have to do is mine it on the back.
Okay.
We have over here, again, a lot of farms. We have kelp farms, bamboo farms, sugarcane farms, all sorts of farms. You're not on PlayStation, right?
No, I'm on PC.
So over here we have some of the hardest trophies, but they're PlayStation trophies. They're trophies that you could not make out even if you read the trophy itself. And this is also a way to show the players that the trophies are still active, so they
Right.
can still earn trophies in this realm. And yeah, and then I just skedaddle out of here because these are just a bunch of farms. Got the sugarcane over there, and let's carry on. We have a streamer. She's the one that got in charge of. She was the one in charge of decorating. So
She did great.
decoration wise, she was the one that helped out here.
Yeah, she did great. It looks awesome.
Yeah, she's on the. We have a part on our Discord that's for streamers and stuff. She posts her videos there. Bear is her name. She's pretty good at it. So we also have a basalt farm over here. It's kind of like Pinocchio's nose.
Yep.
You just basically click the lever and you can farm his nose. Follow me. We also have jump pads. These are specifically, obviously, for players that have elytras.
Right.
Don't stand on it unless you put the elytra on. So basically, once you get on top, you'll receive a boost. And once you receive the boost, right now I'm the one that has it.
Oh.
I jumped, and now it's gonna activate for you. So this is good for just exploring short distances, traveling short distances, and So as you look underneath my name, you'll notice that I have money, right?
Yep.
I have currency. So let's go to the World Bank and see how that works. I love that. No fear at all.
Yeah,
Jump in
for
the water,
sure.
click the button. Talk to the NPC. It's going to tell you about the bank itself. And how does it work? Basically, as you might notice here, we have some of the ores you would mine typically with what? With Silk Touch, correct?
Right.
So depending on the rarity of the ore, you would get more or less money. We obviously have other items as well, which are not Silk Touch oriented. But the good thing about this is that the players can exploit it, right?
Right.
Many realms or servers, they usually rely on diamonds, or they rely on emeralds, or they rely on stuff that can be exploited to some extent. The good thing about berries is that he creates his own currency.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I love that. The thing is, he has like a shit ton of currency, of different types of currency. And the more you try to unravel everything, it just, I don't know, it just gets confusing, at least to me. But how do I say this? So let's say you're a person that doesn't like, that likes grinding and whatnot, and you have too much of what you need. Let's say in this case, diamond ore. And you're like, so I would like to recycle this. I would like to turn this into something more functional or useful for me at this point in the realm. So you would just go to the corresponding slot, you would click the lever, not the lever, the button, and bam, you got the money.
Right.
If you press options on your, it's not options, it's what on the PC?
It's my escape button, but yeah, I see it, 95.
Escape button, exactly. So you have a quick way of seeing your money and receiving the money. And obviously we would add some items later on. We're planning on expanding the bank. Now, this is the first and original shopping district. The shopping districts, the shops that are done will basically allow you to go in, and they'll have what the items are selling for what they're selling for, right? The shops that are still being worked on will be blocked off, so you won't be able to go in at all. Follow me. So let's say you're a person that doesn't like go into the nether, but you would like some nether stems. You could easily come here to the shop, see what the stems are selling for, the amount, and the price. And if you would like to purchase it, all you have to do is get close to it, click the lever, and it will be given straight to your hand, as you see here.
Right.
Every shop here is basically basically sell different items. I do go for the raw version of the item so that way the players can do more things with them. So for example, instead of having a shop that sells planks or walls or slabs, why not just sell them the logs?
Yeah. Let
And
them
with
do
the
what they want.
logs, they can do what they want. And there's no need to have 100 shops for the same material that they just could have grind for, right?
Right.
Every shop looks different because they were worked by different players. That was another thing that I was going on when I was creating the shopping district. I wanted each player to do their own shops. Obviously, depending on the rarity of the item, the items themselves would cost more or less points to purchase it, or less money, right? Even those 1% items that you could rarely find out in the wild.
Right.
So why be struggling 5 years of your life playing a game and never use an item when here you can grind and actually be able to purchase it,
Yeah. For sure.
right?
Makes sense.
As you might have noticed so far, the realm itself doesn't have a specific theme, but we do have themed areas. So we have a medieval area, a modern area, Japanese area, futuristic area, and a Nightmare Before Christmas area, which we recently started. If at any point in time you want to help out or contribute to any of these areas, it has to be accordingly to the theme. Now, if you want to build something completely different or freestyle, you can build it outside of these areas, just as long as you're not building onto somebody's house or property. Does that make sense?
Oh
Make
yeah.
sense?
For sure.
Perfect. Let's go. Try not to miss any of the details, you know. You don't miss anything. So here we have our wizard. I want somebody to do a little bit of like story, like a storyline or something,
Oh, a
because we
little
have
bit
a
of
bunch
lore.
of stuff. Yeah. Because we definitely have the things to make a lore out of it.
Right.
We just need somebody that's good at story writing or something. It would be awesome. This wizard here summoning this giant portal, you
Yeah,
know.
dude. The wizard looks dope.
Yeah, that was done by one of our moderators. She she made, I don't know what got into her. She was like, I'm gonna make a wizard. She made like 3 different wizards. This was the one that stuck. I personally wanted it to be Rick shooting with the thing, but I mean,
Yeah.
I guess her wizard is fine, you
Yeah,
know.
of
Just
course.
but
I
Rick,
mean, it
you
looks
know,
it looks okay. I guess that's a wizard.
yeah, but Rick, you know, Rick, you know. All right, so this is a big ass nether portal. This is our one and only nether portal inside of that map, as you can see there.
Yeah.
Why? Because there was a shit ton of people. There is a shit ton of people inside of this map. So if you are a player that likes to build like really far away and stuff, then that's fine. You can make your own portal out there. But in here, well, you know, it would just be a mess if everybody had their own portal.
Yeah.
I'm over here and talk to the NPC.
Okay.
Let's go into the nether, see what's going on. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So basically in the nether itself, we have a nether village that we got going on. Sorry, I keep getting notifications.
Oh, you're fine.
So basically the idea is for players to make their own like houses and stuff in the nether, and we can grow and expand this village. We have even cool looking fountains, you can see, like beautiful and stuff. We have a bastion, we have a forest, we have a fortress, we have all sorts of things all around for sightseeing, and yeah, and for everybody to enjoy the view. So remember, I told you they get to pick their place out. So
Yeah.
they can have any of the available options in survival, or if they straight out, I asked them and they straight out tell me, oh, I'm more of a creative player, but I'll give it a shot. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. If you want to be, you can be in creative, because over here it doesn't matter.
Right.
Being in creative and survival, that's just, I look at it like in life. It's just a state of being. You have the same permissions. You cannot break here the same way as a survival player. The only difference is you have the creative menu, so you have the blocks, and the other person what likes to grind them.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. That's the only difference. That doesn't mean you can't build together. That doesn't mean you can't play together. It just means that you play different and you have fun differently. That's all. So that type of BS is what I like to eliminate in this realm.
I like it.
It's I'm fighting a different battle inside of this game.
Yeah, man. I mean, whenever you started telling me about it to begin with, I mean, you made it clear that you try to make it for everybody, and you don't see that a lot. Typically, people are strict on survival or creative, and you've got the people that argue that survival can't be survival if there's people in creative. But I mean, I'm like you, man. I mean, there's going to be people playing what they want to play and doing what they want to do, and if your realm doesn't suit them, they're just not going to play on your realm. One of my most difficult issues with making this video was by far my longest tour that I've done over the past week, but there was so much extra footage because I don't think people will really get to experience the size and the progression of this realm until they just get in it. This realm is at this point a piece of art. It's a piece of Minecraft history. It is came from PS3 version all the way now to you have people who are playing on Windows 10, Xbox One X's. I mean, you got people on PS5s. This is a masterpiece of a realm. And if you're the type of person who does not care whether you're in survival, another person's in creative, and you just want to play Minecraft because you like Minecraft and you get the choice of what you want to do, this realm is the realm for you. And even if you want to come and look around, see how it is, I'm going to leave the description, or in the description, I'm going to leave the Discord for you guys to join the Discord and go speak with Devil himself. He'll talk to you, he'll show you around, and you guys can really see how amazing this realm actually is. I'm giving this realm a solid 10 out of 10. Make sure you guys join it. Have fun. And we're going to be trying to make realm videos at least once a week. So that way we can start to get more and more people engaged in realms and other content that they may not be used to seeing, or other content that they don't want to see, I guess. Anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Again, Discord is linked in the description down below. Join up, talk to Devil. Have a good night.